For some reason, I cannot go vertically on my phone, but I'm gonna go with it this way. I'm gonna wait for some people to jump on because you are not expecting me here. Charger's plugged in, it's a funny angle. Let's see if anybody jumps on. As soon as one person jumps on, I'm away. I'm gonna be doing a couple of things and a few things to talk about and create a few last minute gift ideas, just a couple that I've been meaning to do. I've been so busy decorating the house. I don't know if everybody else is the same. For some reason this year, I just got waylaid with, I don't know, just life. So I'm gonna bring this closer. Let's go like that. And then I can see if anyone, there's 7 people here. Yeah, maybe a bit more. That's it. There we go, I'll sit on this side. So yeah, I've been waylaid decorating the house, and tonight I'd hoped to do a tour of the house. It hasn't happened. I'm mid-flow of filming that, and I thought I would come here and just say, it will come probably during the week or next week, and I will share with you that. So I'm just gonna create a couple of things whilst I'm talking with you guys. Who's here? Mr. M is in the other room. He can come through with his hello, 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 hello. To anyone that's new, I've had from last week's video lots of new subscribers. So I'm truly, truly grateful for all of those new subscribers. And yeah, I'm really happy. So welcome to the channel. Right, so let's crack on. I've got this enamel coffee pot, and I bought it because I quite liked it as it was, but I don't like the coffee part of it. And I thought that was a transfer that I could heat it up and take it off, but it's part of the enamel. I think it's in the paint. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's white, I'm gonna add a transfer to it. I'm gonna find an IOD transfer and cover that over and make it a Christmas decor item. So that's what I'm gonna do with you guys right now. So let's have a little look. I've got a few transfers. I've got the Clementine transfer, which I've used some of them, but I was thinking I could go for this beautiful, I think it's a cabbage. It is a cabbage, a red cabbage. And that could cover, I have to find the right one. I mean, that could be quite nice on this coffee pot, and it could be used all year round, but I was hoping for something a bit more Christmassy. Let me have a look what I've got in here. Oh yeah, there we go. We have Santa's Hollow. It couldn't get more Christmassy than that. And this one, actually, this one has some of my designs in it. Let me show you. There you go. So this one here, and this one, the oak leaves and acorns, they're my hand-painted designs. And there is another one, another 2. Ooh, Mr. Santa, he's nice. Yeah, these 2. So these kind of what look like frames, Christmassy frames, which could be, you know, stamped into with labels. Really, I've got the originals and I should have framed them and put them in the house. Another job that I was meaning to do and haven't done it. But nevertheless, let's crack on with this coffee pot and we can chat. I don't know, I wanted to put Santa on here. I really want to put, I've got nothing other than a plate on the wall over there. I've got nothing with Santa, and it's supposed to be a gift. But I know it'll be a gift to myself. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice Santa. I wonder if that'll fit. Let's see. Our usual people here. Hi, Jonathan. Hello, everyone. Hello, Stephanie. Yeah, I bet you wasn't expecting to see me. I normally advertise it, but I just thought, well, whilst I'm cracking on with trying to do a video of a tour of the house, which is a nightmare because this kitchen's really echoey. And yeah, it's just not happening. I'm stumbling over my words. It's not the greatest video, but nevertheless, you'll be able to see what's in the house. I think this Santa here is kind of a bit orangey red and I really like him. So if he fits and he's got a gorgeous tree, let me see. Ooh, yes, it covers the bottom part. Does it cover the top? Yes, I think it'll fit. I think it'll fit. Let's cut it out and see if we can get it to fit on there. So, hopefully, I might just put the tour of the house just randomly on. I might not schedule it in for next week because otherwise we're getting on, it'll be Christmas Day before anyone sees my Christmas decorations. Ooh, yeah, could this work? I've got to, the finest quality coffee, it says at the bottom. I've got to kind of, there's a gap in his feet and I've got to make sure. Yeah, I think it fits. I think it fits. Yes, let's go for it. I'm going to stand up and then, here's my little rubbing tool. Let's see, here's one in here. I'm still here. 22 of you. Who's putting the love hearts? I can see somebody putting love hearts. Is that you, Stephanie? Right. Let's do this thing. I'm in business now because I've stood up. I'm going to tilt the camera slightly so I can see, so you can see me. It's wobbly, this camera, sorry. Getting dizzy over there. Ooh, let's see. Hopefully it'll cover this horrible, I don't know what that is. Look, it's embedded in the enamel. I really hope that I could take it off and just use it as a plain item, but it's not happening, so. Ooh, place and commit, John. Hopefully we won't see any coffee. Yeah, I think it's going to be all right. I'm going to make a little snip in the transfer here, just to get me around the corner. Yes, it fits and it covers. It covers. Right, rubby tool. Careful. Oh, the tree just fits to the top. How lovely. It's like I planned it, honestly. It's like I planned it. I think this could look quite vintage, actually. I like this Santa because there's blue in there as well. I feel really sad that I haven't had a chance to use this collection as much as I'd like to have done, because I worked on the asset research for these images, and obviously I'm very passionate about this collection because that was part of my job with IOD last year. This time last year I was hunting for all of this gorgeousness. Is this not going to work? Is it going to work? Something's not sticking. Could this be a big disaster, John? Should I have cleaned the pot before I went? Right, let's just go. Something's not happening here, guys. Maybe it's old coffee. Could be here all night. Might get the views up. can imagine the beautiful Christmas decoration. Oh, the house does look lovely, thank you. It does look really lovely. That's why I want to share it with you guys, because nobody else, with having very limited family, nobody really gets to see it that much. Right, this is really not working for me. We could be here till next Christmas. Here we go, we've got something coming off anyway. Slowly, slowly. I thought this would be quicker. I want it to be quick when it's not quick. There's a foot. We have a foot. I think this is not going to go. Maybe I should have cleaned it first. Oh no, we have something. It's really difficult to get it off in one. Oh, nearly, look, we have a head. We have a head. I'm not reading any of the comments. Look at your... Ah, thank you. I promise you I will do a video and you will see the house. It does look really lovely. And I'm going to show you all, like, even the things like the furniture that I've painted over the years. There are a lot of new subscribers to my channel just recently. So... I think we're going to lose a bit at the bottom. I should have cleaned this before I started. Maybe years of coffee. A little bit of branch. So close, so close. Hello, Jonathan from Greece. Hello in Greece, one of my favourite places in the world. It's my absolute favourite place, Greece. My heart lives there. I think we're going to do it. I think really, guys, you should clean everything first instead of just grabbing out of your thrift pile and then thinking you can do a live 10 minutes before without being organised. Yeah, come on, Mr. Santa. I really want this to go on. Ooh, halfway. Ooh. Brute force. Last bit, and then it's on. Whatever's on is staying on. Hey, that was labour intensive. Oh, I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but it looks good nevertheless. You can see a little bit of the wording in his beard, but it is very faint. Hallelujah. And it does look lovely on this jug. There we go. Bingo. We have it. There's 45 of you watching me scrub my transfer on as hard as possible, but it's on. It is nevertheless, it's on. And I will seal that with maybe a top coat or maybe a wax. It's only going to be decorative, but I might need Mr. M because I want him. I've got some branches in the studio, so we might just put some branches in there. How cute is that as a piece of decor? Very worthwhile doing the effort. And I didn't want to lose it because I think it's such a lovely image. Mr. M. Woo! Can you do me a favour? I'm going to get him to get the branches and then we can put something in it. What do you guys seal your transfers with? Especially on something like this. What would you seal it with? I would probably, I'd be tempted to even just use a bit of wax maybe. So it just kind of seals the edges. Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Would you run to my studio?
Yeah.
And there's some branches in a little green jug on top of the, come through. He's shy. He's very shy. You'll have to go that way around though. You'll have to go that way around because there's a wire. There's some branches in a little green jug on top of the painted chest of drawers. So he's going to bring them and we'll put some branches in it. Oh, that would be just use clear wax unless you're going to literally be using it. It would be use a clear coat, yeah, a top coat maybe. I mean, it will have some water in it. I think I'm gonna put a little, take the lid off and put a little arrangement in it, and we'll do something like that. Yeah, Mr. M is really shy. He don't like the camera very often. Right. Okay, so that's me transfer done. We'll put some branches in it when he comes back. Everything is on. I just wonder why it wasn't sticking so well on that. It was really, it's not like standard enamel this. It's like really heavy paint, I think. Anyway, let's pop that there. And then I'm gonna sit back down. I mean, I could put some on the lid, but then that would be another hour just putting a transfer on. Anyway, I'm going to pop these in here for next year probably now. I'm going to have loads of transfers for next year. Let's pop that back there so it's nice and safe. That's rubbish. My scissors. Oh, look at this. We have branches. cold out there. It's really cold out there. Right. Thank you. You can pop it there. That'll do. That'll be great. Look at that, branches, just like that, branches. Should we do that now? Let's make the arrangement to go in. I've got some holly. This is all obviously foraged. I'm just going to throw it all in. Ooh, it's spiky, the holly. Look at these lovely droopy branches. Yeah. Let's put some droopy ivy, holly and the ivy. That's a nice frond. I love this droopy branches. Let's put some holly in there. That's a nice bit. Maybe a bit too long. Oh yeah, that's cute. Another shorten that branch. I love just the fresh greens. It looks lovely with just fresh greens. And then we'll put some water in it. We'll have this lovely little ivy. Look at the berries on the ivy. So lovely. Up there in the middle. And then I've brought some of my berries. These are fake berries, which I think will look quite nice. These are ones that I've painted. Actually, maybe we'll go with the true red. Just pop one sprig of berries in there just to tie in with the Santa. Use the scissors to poke that in. Another little bit of greenery. The holly's really spiky. Alright, let's move some of that out of the way and then you can have a little look. Simple as that. A few garden picks. Oh, can't resist, but that one's got to go in, that there. There we go. What's not to love about that at Christmas? I'm going to put some water in. So, let's pop it over here. There we go, little Christmas decoration for the kitchen. Let's put the lid next to it. Keep the lid and pop it next to it. Simple little vignette for the windowsill. Done. Simple. Right. I'm going to wipe this table. The other thing that I wanted to just share with you, very simple, quick idea. And again, it's about foraging. Mr. M brought me this. He found it in the garden and it's just the most perfect, beautiful moss. So beautiful, and he knew that I would like it, and I absolutely do love it. So, as a creator, my eyes, usually, in this case his eyes, are all over for natural things that are so beautiful that you can use in your own home. Like that is free. Look how perfect that is. It's just stunning. So, he brought me this in the studio. I was working in the studio yesterday and he brought me this and I just thought, right, I'm gonna use that and make a simple decoration in something like this. This is just a piece of old silver plate that's gone tarnished, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite thing ever. It always looks good staged on in my photography for furniture. It looks gorgeous. So it looks gorgeous in my home as well. So it's the simplest Christmas thing that you'll ever see. So I'm just going to get a kitchen knife. Don't tell Mr. M. Bread knife. Just to fit some of this floral foam. Now this has been reused. I'm not keen on floral foam, but it has its uses. And we're going to pop. It's going to get messy. Put it into a round. We only need a little bit of a surface. Does it wedge in? Have I got the right height yet? A little bit more. It's like peeling a potato. It's like being on a cookery channel. There we go, look, simple as. It's going to go in there. Now, I'm just going to go over to the sink and just put some water in there because it will preserve my moss. So a little bit of water. There we go. Some water, and I will water the flowers. And I'm just going to literally give it a hat. Kind of make sure it's all perfectly in. Oh, so cute. Look at that. Moss in a little cup. So, oh, that's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Another thing that I need to get from the kitchen drawer. A little kitchen skewer. So I might add a touch more. I've got these, which are all dried and lovely. I was thinking I could add a touch of this. Let's trim this off and see what happens. It's just a thought, it might look terrible. Really minimise. You could put anything in this really. I'm just going to poke it down the side. Yeah. I think it might be better just simple. Simple as, and adding a candle. I've got some little candles here. Oh, these smell of vanilla. So lovely. Look at these skinny little candles. Oh yeah, I think this is just going to be so beautiful. Just a simple little thing. It's the smallest things in life that really, really make my heart sing. I'm going to go in the middle of this moss and kind of skewer out a little bit of a hole so it's nice and clean. Right, that's kind of opened up the moss. This is going to hold it in place. Maybe it does need a little bit of extra to it. Where was that little bit of leaf? That's here. Yeah, let's put a couple of them on. I think something extra in there just feels right. These got little curly leaves, sort of dried up. Not an awful lot, we just want to keep it really simple. Let's have a look at these berries. Are they any good? I think I might take some of these berries. I'll to destroy this. Pick some berries off. I thought this was wired, but it's not. So I'm going to use the florals to hold it down. Better still, let's use a bit of wire. Making a little loop so I can wire it down. Oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. Pretty little things. Yeah, that's a nice branch. I need another little bit of wire and then I'm going to call it done. That needs to be a bit longer. You could use a hairpin for this. That's it. You'd never know that was there. Oh, it's the simplest of things. There you go, it's like a little Christmas pudding candle. What do you guys think? It's the smallest things that make the difference. So already had, found in the garden, dried flowers from the summer, a few Christmas berries and a candle. How simple but elegant is that? It doesn't take a lot to be creative. It takes a lot to rub on a transfer on a coffee pot that you didn't wash and you didn't prep before. But to make something so simple as a candle in here, in something vintage, is so pretty. And it could be a great gift. So think about it logically, what you've got and what you can get for free, and then you can make something really beautiful like that. I mean, these berries, look at them just spilling out the edge. Moss, it's kind of asymmetrical, simple, but really elegant. And I think it works really, really well. I'm going to pop it next to, it will live up on this windowsill up here, I think, in the kitchen. It's a great thing for the, let's pull it to the other side so you can see. Move that candle. And in fact, I will bring you out of the camera so you can see how it might look. Let's spin you around. There, if I go that way, and if I do that, a little windowsill filler is so beautiful. Little mossy ball. I mean, that could be anything really. It doesn't have to be moss. It could be something else really, really simple. You can buy moss. We'll bring the other one. Another windowsill. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Very nice. with the Santa there. See, we got there in the end with Santa. I'll do that and you can see both. There, what a pretty sight. True Christmas, just simple, thrifted £1. God knows how much this one cost me. It was probably 50p from a car boot sale. It wouldn't have been a lot, but it is a beautiful thing. The candles, I bought them. I got 12 for £2 in a charity store. The transfers, well, you can get a whole book of transfers with many images and you can adorn so many things. So there's not an awful lot of money spent just to create some beautiful things. Let me flip back round. There we go. So, seems that you are not getting the tour tonight. Here's a little bit of the kitchen. Just a little bit. And I will promise to put together a whole video of the whole house. There's 5 rooms to share with you that have got Christmas on there. Thank you for staying. For all of those people that stayed watching me really rub that transfer on. I don't know why it wasn't going on. I think because of the curve. You know, it's curved that way and it's slanted. The actual transfer, I couldn't lift it. It was gripping. It was gripping, so I couldn't get the air underneath the transfer. So I think that's probably why. When it's a flatter surface, it's much easier to push on and get off, I suppose. Who knows? It feels like it's not going to come off. I will seal it. And it will probably live on that windowsill. If not, it'll be a gift. I'll put some fresh greenery in it and gift it away. Anyhow, that is me. You've had a little bit of an insight into my crazy world of getting ready for Christmas. Let me show you, for all of you guys that tuned in for the video that I did with the Christmas decorations, somebody was asking me, how long does my table decorations survive? Here's another one that I did, garden greenery. Let's get into the light. There we go. So that was in a vintage jug, and that was actually done 2 weeks ago. Longer, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It must be about 2 weeks and 3 days. So, as you can see, still going strong. And the other one that I did in the soup tureen, that's still going strong. All it had was a touch of floral foam and I've watered it. So I just give it a water like once a week. You probably get 3 weeks out of a table decoration like that. And if you water it and use the things that are things like this. I like to use dried things as well as fresh greenery. The greenery lasts the longest, so anything like Christmas tree branches, they're quite hardy, so use that and then think about the other things that you could put in. Moss. Just go to the park and have a little look, see what you can forage. Anyhow, much love. I will catch you, maybe not next week, it might be before. Hopefully it will be before, and then I will be then moving on to sort of cleaning up projects, things about the house, because we're going to remove Christmas decor and finding new things, new solutions for the empty spaces in our home, because it looks bare once we move all the Christmas. It is a good feeling, but we'll be coming up with some new interior decor ideas for after Christmas. I may have like a couple of weeks off. So anyway, much love. Happy Christmas to everybody. And thank you for all of the new subscribers. Don't forget, on future videos, while I've got you here, there's a new feature on YouTube. If you go down under the video, you don't have to do it on this one because it's just an impromptu live, but my filmed premieres, if you go down and you'll see things like remix and share. There's a panel underneath the YouTube video and there's a button that says hype. Please press hype on my future videos, because what that does is, and you have to do it within the first week of the video going live, pressing hype will push the video further afield. I've learned that just recently. It will make such a big difference. So hype the video if you could. I think there's a few things underneath there. You can also, there's a gift thing where you can gift me a coffee or whatever. You can send me money if you want to, if you wish to, for the content. But the hype is the thing that I'm really keen on, because it will push the videos further afield. Anyway, I'm rambling. I will catch you all sometime in the week, if not next week. Anyway, much love. Take care. Bye-bye.